The key to getting good quality deals is having good quality leads, and getting those leads can be expensive. Services like PropStream, Privy, and Batch Leads have expensive subscriptions that cost about $1,000 a year. As someone just getting started in wholesaling, they might not have the means to get started with those services. In this video, I'll show you 2 ways to get good, quality, and free leads. The first one is building solid relationships with real estate agents in your market. Real estate agents often have deals or know of deals that are perfect for investors and don't get paid until the deal is closed. If you're successful at building a relationship with an agent, they'll continue to send you good leads so that you can make money together. But you gotta make sure you focus on building the relationship first, because a lot of agents don't like investors, specifically wholesalers. But if you're successful at this, they'll turn into a lead machine. The second way to get unlimited, good quality leads for free is by using a software called Propwire. Propwire is a relatively new tool that contains data of millions of properties throughout the United States. This data includes pre-foreclosures, probates, tired landlords, and so much more of good quality leads for you to get your next deal. The only thing you'd pay for is if you use their skip tracing tool, which is 10 cents per hit, which is still really good. The remainder of this video will be a recording of a Zoom call I did with my teammates to show them exactly how to pull leads from Propwire. I also show them how to filter through the data so I can get the exact type of seller I'm looking for. I will admit the Zoom call isn't the most entertaining thing, but it is extremely useful if you're looking to get into wholesaling for free. And of course, if you have a warm lead with a motivated seller and would like guidance on how to go further, you can partner with us by clicking the link in the description below and filling out that form.
All right, so we're going to go over how to use Propwire and get free leads. So I'll go ahead and share my screen here. All right, so if you go onto your browser and type in propwire.com,
Okay.
and it'll have you sign in. You can just use your email. And so what we're going to do is let's do pre-foreclosures in Florida. All right.
Okay.
So with this, it's really cool because it's all free. It's all free data. The only thing you pay for is the skip tracing, which is 10 cents per hit, which is really good. Like even for PropStream, Batch Leads, they're around 12 cents per hit. And then Leads Sherpa is 15 cents per hit. And Leads Sherpa is pretty good too.
Okay.
So you can do different cities. So like you can do Florida, Ohio, Florida, New York, and then Florida, the actual state. So that's what we're going to do.
Okay.
And then we'll go to lead types. All right, and so we have a whole bunch of different motivations, essentially. So we've got people who are absentee owner, adjustable loans, auctions. We've got MLS data, out-of-state owners, probates they've just added. And if you ever have a question of what anything is, you can just hover over the question mark here, and it'll tell you what that section is.
Okay.
So for this one, we'll hit pre-foreclosures, and you can hit multiple ones, and they'll pull up ones that match any of those, or you can be more specific and check this box to match all that are selected. So if I wanted like a pre-foreclosure that's also in probate, then I can check this box and then check both of them.
Okay.
All right. So on the map, it'll show white dots. Those are off-market deals. The gold circles are pending deals, and then the blue circles are ones that are currently available on the market. They're active listings and on the MLS. Then we can do different types. So single family, condos, multifamily, land. So for this one, we'll just do single family. And then similar to Zillow, we can do different price ranges. We can do different bed and bath. And we can get down really to the nitty gritty. Different property filters, number of stories, lot size, year built, whether the owner is occupying the property or if it's absent. The number of properties that the person owns, years of ownership, if they're tax delinquent, can also go into their financial filters. And then also MLS filters.
So for you, Brad, are there specific ones you've done in your process through this?
For the ones that I did, so I focused mainly on pre-foreclosures. My very first deal was in Jacksonville, Florida, and it was a pre-foreclosure. I didn't do anything on this one, but on the spreadsheet that it provides, I did do some filtering on that, and I can show you that how I went about that.
All right.
But yeah, if you want to get like more specific, because right now we have about 17,000 leads that it's producing. And
Okay.
so if you want to be more specific of what you're looking for, whether it is an absentee owner or it's an investor or whatever, you can do that and it'll bring that number down. All right. And then once when you are happy with that, so you can kind of scroll through, you can look at different ones and it shows the estimated equity and estimated value. I don't look too much at those because they're kind of not as reliable.
Okay.
But it does give you like loan information, land information, tax information. And then foreclosure details, oftentimes they'll have like an auction date. This one doesn't. You can also learn details about the owner. And you can skip trace the individual owner. So this one, it gives the name, but it doesn't give like the age, the gender, or any contact information. So that's where you can skip trace this individual, but you can also skip trace with the batch, and I can show you how to do that.
Okay.
It does provide comps. Not sure why it's asking me to log in, but it does provide comps there. And then the history of ownership. So when this person had purchased it. And it also gives you like local market data within that area. So numbers of homes sold, how long have they been on the market, what have they been selling at, per square foot, all that stuff. So it gets some really solid data and it's all free. So that's why I like using it.
Okay.
All right. So now that we've got the ones that we want, we've specified the different types of properties that we're looking for. So we'll go ahead and download it. So we will go here, we'll hit select all, and then I'll hit this button. All right, so it has all of the properties. So this also has like 42,000, that's from past ones that I have saved. But so then you can download it, you can hit download, and you can skip trace it as you download. I personally like to filter it after I download it, and then I'll come back and I'll skip trace individually. All right, so I'll hit download and then it'll download and it will go to my database, but it'll also send me an email with the file. And so I've already done that. And it provides up to 25,000 properties, which is a lot. It used to be 10,000, now it's 25,000, which is more than enough to work with. So it gives you this Excel file. And then what I do is I set a filter on the top row. And so for me, my business model when I started off was, since I'm a veteran, I wanted to help out other veterans. So I wanted to focus mainly on veterans. And how I did that was I went to the top, I set the filter, and I scrolled all the way over and looked at the lender. Sorry, mortgage type. So I wanted to look at the mortgage type, and you can see here, someone got a VA loan. And so those are the types that I want to focus on. So I'll go here, I'll look at all these other types. You definitely don't want to work with anyone that is dealing with a reverse mortgage because they're not actually motivated to sell their house. They're staying in their house. Lines of credit, probably not. So there's different people that you probably want to look at and be like, okay, they're probably actually not in foreclosure. So I'm going to uncheck veterans or a VA loan because I want to keep that. And then I go here, I scroll all the way down. I hit shift and click the last one. So what I'm doing is I'm deleting all of these lines.
Brad, you're deleting the ones that are not VA loans.
That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah. So if I went to that filter, say like first time home buyers, I would also check FHA. I would keep checked all of the ones that I want to delete. So all of the reverse mortgages, like you don't want to deal with any of those or anything like that. So for me, usually it's VA loans, FHA loans, or commercial loans / conventional. Those would be the ones that like are actual normal homeowners that are motivated to sell. And then I will go back to mortgage type. And so now the only ones that are available are VA loans. I'll hit OK. And so these are all people that have a VA loan. So these are all veterans that I can reach out to. And so that gives me almost 3,000 properties that I can contact. And you can go even more. So for example, with people, like let's say a lot of times with their first name, the owner, if it's blank here, then there's an LLC in the last name. And for me, I don't necessarily want to target LLCs. So I will go and I'll filter out all of the blanks and I'll delete those as well because I don't want to be dealing with like an LLC. Some people do. I personally don't because I want to be working face to face with the veterans. All right. So when I have filtered all that out, I'm going to go back to Propwire. And then I'm going to go to my account. I'm going to go to property lists. And then I will import the list. So for example, I imported Douglas County foreclosures. I'll go here and then I can skip trace it. All right, so I've already done that. So like I said, Propwire is really good with skip tracing. It's 10 cents per hit, which is way cheaper than anything else. I've only used it on this list because the skip tracing feature is fairly new on Propwire. Before then, I used Lead Sherpa, which is 15 cents per hit, and it's also pretty good and it's some good hits. But if you're getting if you're sending out a lot of messages or calls and you're getting a lot of, oh no, this is the wrong number, then let me know and it might be a Propwire issue. And then we could try Lead Sherpa because I know Lead Sherpa works. But you will get a handful of replies saying, oh no, like this house has been sold already, or this is the wrong number. That happens. But if it's consistent, then we know that the skip tracing feature isn't the greatest yet. Did you guys have any questions? That's pretty much it. And then it'll provide you a list of different phone numbers and emails and more information about each property that you can go and start contacting with.
So
Hi, Brad. I'm so
sorry,
sorry.
go on, Marlene.
I'm sorry. I just jumped in late. But I
no
know
worries.
that you were doing a recording on this
Yes.
for the first part of it. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I can just go over that. But I do see that this is going to be perfect for the SMS as well.
Yes, yeah. So it'll have all the numbers, and then with what's nice with REI reply is you'll be able to put that on an REI reply and then send out text
That's
messages
perfect.
pretty quick. Yeah. Yeah. So a
That
lot
would be
better than how I started. Mine was like copy and pasting and sending them individually and spacing them out, and yeah.
Oh yeah, with all of the
took a while, but
automation with automations and having these type of lists, I mean, it's just going to be amazing. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
yeah, of course. I'll be sure to put the recording in the Google Drive so
Okay.
that you and everyone else can watch it.
Perfect. Thank you.
And Brad, with that, so you basically are going to re-download this list again, then we're going to upload it or give it to Travis, or we can upload it ourselves into REI reply.
I think as of right now, we'll send it to Travis.
Okay.
I think he wants to upload it himself, and then eventually he'll have other people upload it, and he'll upload it to your specific account, so that you can get credit for it and everything. But yeah, so I would make sure, and I probably will verify with Travis, but make sure that all of the make sure you skip trace it before you submit it to Travis.
Got it. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for attending. I hope you guys have a great night.
You
too.
too.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you, Brad.
Yeah, bye.